My gross revenues when I joined How to Manage was 421,000 a year was my previous year gross. My staff was me, a legal assistant, which was my daughter with no prior experience. I trained her for about a year, snatched her in just because of COVID. She started with me because of COVID, but prior to that, I had always had one part-time legal assistant, and I did all of my drafting, all of my legal work. I had not advertised. At the time I joined How to Manage, I had been in practice since 2009. And the first year, maybe year and a couple months, I advertised, but since then, I've been 100% referral based for over 10 years with just me and one part-time legal assistant. So I just know that it was time for me to gain some sanity, some structure. And I didn't know what that looked like. I didn't know how to put systems in place. I knew that everything that I knew was in my head, and I didn't know how to effectively hire someone, what that looked like, paying them payroll, just total lack of any type of real business structure. I just knew how to be a lawyer, and I needed someone to help me answer the phone and collect a payment and some documents from time to time. So the initial thing that brought me to How to Manage was I have several colleagues that talked about it for a couple of years now, and I was a little reluctant to join, one for the expense, and then second, I felt like I knew what I was doing until I realized how much I didn't know what I was doing. And so I joined How to Manage primarily for help with the process, with the procedures, with the sanity portion of making things more mainstream. It honestly wasn't to grow my business. It was to help me organize better within my office. I was looking for someone to help me learn how to run a business, not to necessarily make more money. The boot camp was super effective. I felt like if I had stopped after the boot camp, I would have gotten my money's worth 10 times over from the boot camp. Literally week 1, 2, I was amazed, shocked, and again, surprised by how much I did not know about how to run the business side of it. Even being in the boot camp started to change my mindset of how I thought about my practice. Like before, it was all about being an attorney and very little focus on having a practice. And so going through the boot camp started setting those little wheels in motion of this is what you need to be doing for the business side. We didn't talk at all about me being an attorney. We talked about me growing the business and invoices and capturing time. I had never captured time before. I think just not knowing how to do it and knowing that I don't have to reinvent the wheel. There's already a system. I have to tailor it to Tessie, but there's already a system in place. There's already steps on how to do it. There's already people who are experienced in helping you grow your business, so you don't have to do it on your own. But for me, I had no clue on how to grow my business from being an attorney to having a successful, profitable law firm that works for me and not the other way around. My gross for last year was 721. My run rate now in October, at the end of this year, will probably make at least 300 more than we made last year. And my business plan for 2022 is $1 million. And I wholeheartedly think that's a low mark for next year. This year with How to Manage, we've decided to start with the assistance and guidance of my CEO and my husband and Julie and just a lot of great people at How to Manage. We decided to embark on some marketing. I took an additional class called Sanity, which is the reason I joined How to Manage, to help put some policies and procedures in place. And with those policies and procedures, and with marketing, and with a team, and with Terry Fogarty, the best CEO, we're gonna kill it next year. Absolutely gonna kill it next year. Doing my owner work in addition to my attorney work has grown my firm tremendously. Financially, I can definitely see the benefits. I can, without a doubt, see the benefits. We're in October, and I've made more than a good 150 more than I've ever made, period. already. Like I'm have been well over the 500 mark, closer to probably closer to the 700 mark. And last year I made 421, and I'm closer to 700 now. I think the no assholes policy is a good policy. I think the no assholes policy makes it a fun thing. It doesn't feel like work. Like I look forward to the LQMs. I look forward to my 5-minute leaderships. I look forward to all the positive influence. I look forward to people telling me, you're not crazy. This shit is going to be tough. It's going to be work. There is no magic pill. I look forward to people being realistic with me, holding me accountable, calling me on my shit, and at the same time being very supportive and laid back. And, you know, it has a very family feel to it.